Welcome to Black Light History, your daily dose of births, deaths, and events in African American history. I'm your host, Adrian. It's July 29th. I'm glad you're here. Let's get into it. We begin our journey in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where on July 29th, 1794, the first building for what would become Mother Bethel A.M.E. Church was dedicated by Methodist Bishop Francis Asbury. This wasn't just another church dedication. It was a profound moment of cultural significance. The congregation itself was founded by Richard Allen, a formerly enslaved man who became a powerful minister and abolitionist. He and other black worshipers had faced intense racial discrimination at a white-led Methodist church, leading them to break away and create their own independent space. This act of self-determination in the late 18th century was truly revolutionary. Mother Bethel A.M.E. Church stands as the oldest church property in the United States to have been continuously owned by African Americans. It became a critical hub for social justice, serving as a vital station on the Underground Railroad, offering shelter and support to enslaved people seeking freedom. Figures like Harriet Tubman were known to be involved. Later, it played a pivotal role in the civil rights movement, hosting leaders like Frederick Douglass and Martin Luther King Jr., serving as a sacred ground for organizing protests and advocating for racial equality. Today, it remains a cultural historical landmark, a powerful symbol of black excellence. On this day in 1908 in Pensacola, Florida, Leander Shaw was lynched. Shaw was accused of the attempted murder and assault of a 21-year-old Lily Davis. Davis had been found beaten and assaulted in her home, and she later positively ID'd Shaw. Shaw was arrested and taken to jail, but by 7 p.m. that evening, a large angry mob began to gather outside the Escambia County Jail. The sheriff, James C. Van Pelt, bravely tried to disperse them, stating he would protect his prisoner over my dead body. A fierce firefight ensued as the mob stormed the jail, with both deputies and mob members being injured and 2 people from the mob being killed. Despite the valiant effort of the sheriff and his deputies, about a dozen members of the mob managed to scale the rear wall of the jail, overpowering the remaining officers, and seize Shaw. They dragged him through the streets to the Plaza Ferdinand 7, where they hanged him from an electrical pole. His body was then riddled with over 500 bullets. The lynching of Leander Shaw, like Frank Embry's, highlights the horrifying mob violence and lack of legal due process that targeted black individuals in this period. On July 29, 1910, the start of what is now known as the Slocum, Texas Massacre. This horrific event saw a white mob targeting and killing black residents in and around the predominantly black community of Slocum. The massacre began after a series of minor events perceived by local whites as a challenge to the existing racial hierarchy, including the appointment of a black worker to a position of authority on a road construction crew. Hundreds of armed white men on horseback rode through Slocum and the surrounding areas, indiscriminately firing at any black citizens they encountered. Many who fled into the forests and marshes were shot in the back. While some contemporary newspaper accounts downplayed the violence, subsequent investigations confirmed the massacre was unprovoked. One local sheriff remarked to the New York Times that white men were going about killing Negroes as fast as they could find them, and that these Negroes had done no wrong that I can discover. They hunted the Negroes down like sheep. While only 7 deaths were officially confirmed, estimates suggest as many as 200 black people were killed within just 2 days. Hundreds more fled the area, forced to abandon their homes, farms, and businesses. Although at least 11 members of the mob were arrested and 7 indicted, no one was ever prosecuted or convicted. The Slocum Massacre was not officially acknowledged by Texas state or local officials until 2011, a century after the event. In 2016, descendants of the victims unveiled a historical marker to commemorate those who were killed. On July 29, 1959, the Isley Brothers recorded their iconic hit, Shout. This electrifying song was released in August of 1959. Shout became the Isley Brothers' first chart hit, reaching number 47 on the Billboard Hot 100, and later becoming their first gold single, a testament to its enduring popularity. Its reception was enthusiastic, cementing its place as a classic. The song has received numerous honors and recognitions over the years. In 1999, it was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. Rolling Stone magazine also recognized its immense impact, ranking it at number 119 on its list of 500 greatest songs of all time. Shout has truly stood the test of time, influencing generations of musicians and becoming a staple at celebrations and sporting events. On this day in 1963, another timeless classic was recorded, the Ronettes' Be My Baby. Released as a single in August of 1963 by Phillies Records, The song quickly became the Ronettes' biggest hit. Be My Baby soared to number 2 in the US and Canada and reached number 4 in the UK. It consistently ranked among the greatest songs in the 1960s and is widely regarded as one of the greatest songs of all time. Its reception was overwhelmingly positive, and it sold over 2 million copies by the end of 1963. The song's influence is immense. Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys was famously inspired by it, writing "Don't Worry Baby" as a direct response. In 2006, the Library of Congress inducted Be My Baby into the United States National Recording Registry, solidifying its place in American cultural heritage. It was also inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1999, and Rolling Stone magazine has it as high as number 22 of the 500 greatest songs of all time. Happy 52nd birthday to singer Wanya Morris. Morris is best known as a member of the iconic R&B group Boyz II Men, renowned for their smooth harmonies and timeless ballads. Morris's career highlights with Boyz II Men are incredibly impressive. The group's seamless harmonies and Morris's distinctive tenor voice have contributed to over 64 million albums sold worldwide. Boyz II Men have amassed a remarkable collection of awards and accolades throughout their career, including 4 Grammy Awards. Their hits, End of the Road, I'll Make Love to You, and One Sweet Day up top charts and left an indelible mark on music history. Happy birthday to Brian Joseph Burton, better known as Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse pursued a degree in telecommunications at the University of Georgia on scholarship. While a student, he began releasing his trip-hop works, including Chilling Effect and Rhode Island. Danger Mouse's career highlights are extensive and diverse, showcasing his versatility as a producer and artist. He gained significant recognition for his mashup album, The Grey Album, in 2004, which combined Jay-Z's The Black Album with the Beatles' The White Album. He is one half of the acclaimed duo Gnarls Barkley alongside CeeLo Green, producing their Grammy-winning album St. Elsewhere and the massive hit Crazy. His list of awards and honors is impressive. He has won 6 Grammy Awards, including Producer of the Year, Non-Classical. His work has been nominated for and won Grammys for Best Alternative Music Album, Best Rock Album, Best Rock Song, and Album of the Year for his contributions to Adele's 25. In 2014, he won a Golden Globe Award for Best Original Song for Ordinary Love from the film Mandela: Long Walk to Freedom. Danger Mouse turns 48 years old today. Happy 32nd birthday to quarterback Dak Prescott. Dak played college football for the Mississippi State Bulldogs, where he truly made a name for himself. During his college career, Prescott twice earned first-team All-SEC honors. He holds numerous Mississippi State records, including single-season passing yards with 3,449 in 2014, and total touchdowns with 41 in the same year. He's also third all-time in rushing yards by a quarterback in SEC history and ranks 4th in the SEC history with 107 total touchdowns responsible for. He was a finalist for several prestigious awards, including the Maxwell Award and the Davy Bryant Award, and finished 8th in the 2014 Heisman Trophy voting. Selected by the Dallas Cowboys in the 4th round of the 2016 NFL Draft, Dak quickly became their starting quarterback. His professional career has been marked by remarkable achievements. He was named the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2016, setting a record for the highest passer rating by a rookie quarterback, 104.9. and tying the record for most wins in a season by a rookie quarterback with 13. He's a 3-time Pro Bowl selection and was named second-team All-Pro in 2023. In 2022, he received the prestigious Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, recognizing his outstanding community service. He also led the NFL in passing touchdowns in 2023. Dak Prescott continues to be a key player for the Dallas Cowboys, leaving his mark on the league with his strong arm, leadership, and unwavering commitment both on and off the field. On July 29, 1996, at the Atlanta Olympic Games, American track and field legend Michael Johnson shattered the world record in the 400-meter dash. He crossed the finish line in an astounding time of 43.49 seconds, securing the gold medal and solidifying his place as one of the greatest sprinters of all time. This incredible performance was part of his historic double-double at the Atlanta Games, where he also won the gold medal in the 200-meter dash, becoming the only male athlete in history to win both the 200 and 400-meter Olympic gold medals at a single Olympics. Johnson's unique upright running style and dominant performances revolutionized the sport, and his 400-meter world record stood for nearly 17 years. On this day in 1996, the immensely popular R&B group Blackstreet, featuring Dr. Dre and Queen Pen, released their smash hit single No Diggity. This instantly recognizable track quickly climbed the charts, reaching number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 where it famously ended the Macarena's 14-week reign. It also topped the charts in Iceland and New Zealand and peaked at number 9 in the United Kingdom. No Diggity was a massive success, selling 1.6 million copies in 1996. Its reception was overwhelmingly positive, praised for its smooth production, catchy hook, and the iconic samples from Bill Withers' Grandma's Hands. The song earned Blackstreet a Grammy Award in 1998 for Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocals. It's been widely recognized as one of the best songs of the 1990s, appearing on lists from Rolling Stone, MTV, VH1, and Blender magazine. Next, we remember a notable figure from the world of professional wrestling, Frederick Seawright, better known by his ring name, Brickhouse Brown. Born on October 11, 1960, Brickhouse Brown was a prominent heel or villain in various Southern wrestling promotions throughout the 1980s and 90s. His career highlights include winning the NWA Southeastern Tag Team Championship with Norvell Austin in 1985. In 1987, he captured his first singles title, the AWA Southern Heavyweight Championship, defeating the legendary Jerry the King Lawler, though he lost it back to Lawler a week later. He also held the CWA Heavyweight Championship in 1988 and the WCWA Texas Heavyweight Championship in 1989. Throughout the 90s, he continued to be a fixture in the USWA, winning the USWA Television Championship and 3 USWA World Tag Team Championships with different partners. Brown was recognized for his contributions to wrestling, being inducted into the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2022 and the WWE Hall of Fame in 2020. In 2017, he announced he was battling prostate cancer. Despite his struggles, he continued to be a beloved figure in the wrestling community. Sadly, he succumbed to his illness on this day in 2018 at the age of 57, leaving behind a legacy as a tough and memorable competitor. On this day in 2022, Queen Bee dropped her highly anticipated 7th studio album, Renaissance. This album was the first installment of a planned trilogy project, and it truly took the music world by storm. Renaissance was met with widespread critical acclaim upon its release. Critics lauded its innovative blend of dance, house, and R&B genres, its uplifting themes, and Beyoncé's powerful vocals. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart, making it her 7th consecutive solo album to do so. It also achieved significant international success, topping charts in numerous countries. The album has received an incredible array of awards and honors. At the 65th Annual Grammy Awards, Renaissance won 4 Grammys, including Best Dance Electronic Music Album, making Beyoncé the most awarded artist in Grammy history with 32 wins. It also received nominations for Album of the Year and Record of the Year for Break My Soul. The album's singles, including Break My Soul, Cuff It, and America Has a Problem, also achieved chart success and critical recognition. Renaissance was hailed as a cultural phenomenon celebrating Black queer joy and the history of dance music, solidifying Beyoncé's status as a transformative artist. On July 29, 2023, in a highly anticipated welterweight unification match, undefeated champions Terence "Bud" Crawford face off against Errol "The Truth" Spence Jr. in Las Vegas. This fight was monumental because it was a clash between two of boxing's pound-for-pound best, both undefeated and holding major world titles in the welterweight division. The winner would be crowned the undisputed welterweight champion, a rare and prestigious title in the 4-belt era of boxing. The fight lived up to its hype in terms of significance, if not competitiveness. Crawford delivered a dominant performance, showcasing his exceptional skill and power. He knocked Spence down 3 times before the referee stopped the fight in the 9th round, awarding Crawford a TKO victory. With this win, Crawford not only claimed all 4 major welterweight belts, but also made history as the first male fighter in the 4-belt era to become an undisputed champion in 2 different weight classes, having previously achieved this at super lightweight. The bout was a definitive statement by Crawford, cementing his legacy as one of boxing's all-time greats. That concludes today's event. If you've enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe to the channel. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky. And remember, African American history is American history. So join us again tomorrow as we shine another light on Black Light history.